MD Prepper here, talking about coffee and prepping, especially long-term storage, prepping, and access. Obviously, in any kind of emergency, caffeine's a good thing. Keep you awake, keep you alert, morale booster, etc. And oftentimes just part of people's daily, particularly morning routines. So, emergency, obviously you're going to use your current supplies, your coffee beans, your Folgers, whatever you've got around. But that's not going to last a particularly long time. Once you've opened those big cans of Folgers, they're not going to last forever. If you want a longer term option or something, camping, hiking, bug out location, just second home, cabin, whatever, obviously the first choice is going to be instant coffee. It's not the best, but it's coffee. It's got caffeine in it. It's lightweight. It's easy. Doesn't take a whole lot of extra equipment. So went out and found what I think is the cheapest option. This Pampa brand from Dollar Tree for $1. It is how much? 2.82 ounces, but that's a pretty big container. That's a lot of instant coffee there. They sell the decaf with the green cap for $1 as well, same size. So whatever. Lifespan on this, shelf life, is going to be about a year and a half or so from when I bought this. So about 18 months, something like that. Decaf, this appears to be the same. Of course, I don't know how long it was sitting on the shelf when I bought it, but a year and a half would be a guesstimate. Rotate them out every year, something like that. Use it up once you get new stuff. So this is a decent option. Again, cheap. $1. Hey, buy a bunch of them, they go bad, who cares? But I don't want stuff going to waste either. I said, well, it's got to be longer term options. There's got to be some other option out there. And of course there is. I went to My Patriot Supply and found this Franklin's Finest Coffee. Hopefully you can see that. There you go. Comes in this lovely little Sterilite tote, which you can repurpose for other things. And everything comes in this nice burlap bag that I can use for other stuff. So that sounds like fun. I like this container. I'm going to store some other stuff in it other than the coffee. But the coffee is broken up into these individual packs. And basically, I bought enough coffee for 2 cups per person, for one person for a year. And this stuff will last 20-25 years in these little Mylar sealed up pouches. They do have a Ziploc at the top. I don't know if you can see that, so you can reseal it. Let's see, how many servings? This is 60 full cup servings, 1 cup each, 4 ounces total. It's a medium roast. You don't get a choice in the roast. That's all they've got available. I have tried this, not this one, but another pack. It's instant coffee. It's a medium roast instant coffee. It's decent. Nothing to talk about. Nothing unique, but just long storage life. Now, obviously, this was a good bit more expensive than this, but this I can pack away and not worry about. Okay, cool. Another option, lightweight, good to pack, those sort of things. I said, but there's got to be something else out there. There's got to be other options in the long term, because who wants to drink nothing but medium roast instant coffee for years on end? Not this guy. So, looked around on ye old internet, and I was surprised to find this, Future Essentials. These are green coffee beans. So these are unroasted. You see them right there. There's instructions, stuff on there. This is a 19.2 ounce container. So that's a decent amount of coffee, vacuum sealed. And it's got the instructions on how to roast it. So in the long term, you could roast your own coffee. Do you want darker roast? Do you want lighter roast? What do you want? It gives instructions here. It says roast at 275 degrees for 16 to 20 minutes or 500 degrees for up to 9 minutes. This will last 25 years with proper storage, just like any other kind of number 10 can, which this obviously isn't. But I think it was $12.99 for one of these cans. Strikes you as a little high, but at the same time it gives me a lot of versatility, a lot of freedom, and I don't have to worry about it. Mouse isn't going to get into this. This was kept out somewhere in a pack or bag somewhere on a shelf. Yeah, mouse can get in it. This is going to be pretty indestructible. Obviously, got to take the time to roast your own coffee and grind it all up and all that, but that's not that difficult, okay? Especially to get a good cup of joe. So, got a couple of these. I haven't opened one up and tried it yet as far as roasting my own beans, but it can't be that difficult. Anyway, Emergency Essentials, $12.99 is what I believe I paid for it, or your instant coffee options. For your coffee fix in the long term, if you guys have any other preps or plans, I've got some other videos coming up around tea and some other caffeine sources, but we'll cover that later. This one's just about coffee. MD Prepper out.